Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
IVT PCA
ATIP454.
Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord. Link in the description below. If you're enjoying the videos, be sure to like, sub, share, and hit that bell for notifications. We got the live action cast for Cowboy Bebop Netflix version of Cowboy Bebop, and it's mixed to bad for me.
Yeah.
It's just
it leans more on the bad.
It's leaning more bad than good.
It's about 70-30 bad for me. I don't like the cast choices.
So I'm getting information from a couple of websites, and this one's from Nichi Gamer. John Cho, where everyone I know him from Harold and Kumar, and
That's
also
all I remember
and the Trek movies.
Oh
the
yeah, that's true. He plays Sulu.
Yeah.
And I heard that he's gonna be playing Spike. I'm like, so what was the only requirement to be Asian?
No.
He's kind of old, guys.
Yeah.
They show pictures of him from when he was in Trek and everything. No, guys.
In the first movie,
he's kind of old now, guys. He's kind of like Spike's dad.
Yeah, he's got gray in his beard, a little wrinkle. You know, it's.
And I thought that the oldest Spike was maybe 35, probably 30.
But the thing,
late 20s.
But the problem is, we all know in anime, you look younger.
Yeah, everyone just does.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure he's not 45, 50, getting around there.
So the thing is, you needed a young guy. That was the problem. You needed a younger man.
I know he did a couple of some of his stunts in the Trek movies. This is full blown martial arts Bruce Lee style fights.
Yeah.
Can he pull it off?
There's a difference between action in a Star Trek film where you're just sitting behind a console.
Yeah, but remember he did the sword scene. Remember when the thing was coming
but
out?
that's just one scene.
Yeah, I know.
We're talking a whole movie though.
A whole TV series.
Yeah, I mean, series even worse. I mean, yeah, right.
So
yeah,
I'm pretty sure I haven't watched the series in a long time, but Spike gets into a fight in every episode, right?
Almost, about.
Yeah.
He gets into a gunfight and a kung fu, battle.
Yeah, battles.
Unless they locked Cho in a gym and won't let him out until he's physically fit, I don't see it. He guess he can kind of do the hair. That's all I got.
Yeah,
I got nothing else.
I mean, it's almost as bad when they announced Jamie Foxx plays Spawn. It's just on that level of it's a bad pick.
Yeah. And also, personally for me, I wanted Spike to be a little bit bigger.
That's what he said.
He's just scrawny. I know Spike was a little bit on the smaller side, but he was, again, unless they lock him in a gym and get him he needs to be physically fit. I mean, he takes off his shirt, you need to be ba-dow.
And I'm going to say right now, I thought he was too old too, but Keanu Reeves would have been way better. Because at least he looks like Spike.
And he's done all kinds of action stuff. Especially with the John Wick movies and everything. If anyone can handle a gun in Hollywood better than Keanu Reeves, because he trains for real.
Well, exactly. And also the fact that some of the scenes in John Wick feels like Cowboy Bebop sometimes. Like he's going up the tower and he's going up to different levels. That's just Cowboy Bebop to me. That has that feel to it.
Yeah, as he could. John Wick could have been.
Evasion doesn't matter to them. Why didn't they get him instead?
But that was the first requisite, and the only requisite was you have to be Asian.
Yeah, that's it, and that no one. But he's not even Asian though.
Can he pull it off? Yeah, he can.
Well, we'll see.
John Cho is.
Yeah.
Again, I just see Harold and Kumar. That's all I see. Harold.
It's a little bit better than that horror movie he was in, because that was just awful.
There was a movie where he was the dad of a girl who disappeared, and he was looking through her Facebook.
I thought, is this another Bill and Kumar? I watched the trailer. I'm like, is that a joke?
No, it's just, again, he's just a dad now. Yeah. He's got dad bod. He's got dad facial hair. He's an old man now. I don't know why in the hell they went with him. Again, unless they show some footage of him in the gym and he's doing the moves, because he needs to learn Jeet Kune Do, which is the Bruce Lee style of fighting. He's got to be able to do it.
And also, he's got to have that suaveness to him. Can he pull off...
I mean, did that automatically assume he's Asian, he can do it? I mean, that's what it feels like,
It sounds a little racist, right?
Yeah, I know, right? That's what on their part, I think.
Because Spike has a lot of smoothness to him. He walks in the ladies, he kind of flirts a little bit, does it perfectly. Can he...
There's only one woman for him, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean he still doesn't flirt.
John Cho, when I see him, when he was younger, he just had boyish charm.
Yeah.
He was the likable guy that was smart.
But Spike was more a man.
No, Spike
was
pretty much every woman he met, he had about an 80% chance with. That's just how he portrayed the way he would talk and flirt. He didn't got it.
And mad props to Steve Blum for doing the voice of him. He did it marvelously. It was perfect.
Again, enough with Spike. We gotta move on. We got some other people. Mustafa Shakari. Again, I messed up people's. He's from. He was in Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what character he was, but he's gonna be playing Jet Black. And I'm fine with that.
I thought that's the only choice I really like out of this whole thing.
I know because I remember even the American voice actor was black who did his voice, and it's really funny because if you go and listen to the Japanese dub and then the American dub, it almost sounds like the American guy was speaking Japanese, like their voices are so
it's
similar.
amazing how crazy they got it.
And I think that can work.
Yeah, I think that's a good
An ex-detective, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Daniela Pena, again, she was that irritating girl in Jurassic Park. God.
Yeah,
I'm a lesbian. And if I wasn't a lesbian, I'd be a lesbian, but I'm still a lesbian. Okay, Faye, as she's going to be playing Faye. I was under the impression that Faye was supposed to be this unbelievably gorgeous knockout. Like, you see this girl...
she's okay. She's not horrible.
She's not ugly by any stretch of the imagination, but Faye was supposed to be that woman where everyone's at the bar gambling. She walks in the door. Everyone stops and turns.
I want to say she was supposed to be borderline more 100% sexy. We're talking like this woman walks in, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna throw everything out the window to be with this.
But no, but plus underneath it, when she was first, if you know the story, when she got out of cryostasis, she had that sweetness to her too, and I don't see this woman be able to portray that underneath.
The only thing I've ever seen her in was the Jurassic Park thing.
Yeah.
And she was absolutely irritating.
I think it's a terrible choice. I think it's even almost worse than the Spike choice, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
and I just like that, and again, she does. Faye doesn't do a lot of fighting, but she does a lot of gunplay. Remember that first scene? I think it might even be the first scene you see her where she walks in that place and the guy's like hitting on her, and she has the sunglasses and she machine guns all those guys down.
Yeah.
Can you see her doing that without it looking like hokey?
Yeah, and then there is a fight scene. I remember like when they go to that man planet and she's like walking around and they're like, you can't walk around here because it's
it's all
literally
men.
In the story. There's a planet just of men. And
sounds like a dream come true.
Yeah, so so basically she starts fighting them, and so like she has to get in the fight.
Oh yeah, she had like that. Yeah, I can't remember the brown gloves.
Yeah, she went like this. Yeah.
She also played up her sexiness. She knew she was a beautiful, sexy woman
like
and would use it against guys.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, they do that here.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to have that male gaze where it's like there? I remember when she was wearing that night dress, she ain't wearing no bra, and she's got her girls on display. Because she knows she can use it to get closer to her target.
Yeah.
Well, they do that here.
Because she needed to get closer to Vicious, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm going to be the sexy knockout that no one's going to tell me not to go.
Remember, and then the famous booby jiggle?
Yes.
Where she stops and then her boobs just go everywhere?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They'll never have that now.
I would love
will
it.
she wear her iconic yellow
little
hot pants, I guess?
Yeah, it's basically yellow hot pants and a jacket.
And she wears like
suspenders with it.
And some kind of like
leggings.
Leggings, with it. It's really weird.
Stockings.
They look like ones you find in those eggs, whatever.
Yeah, it's like really, really weird.
It looks like a really trashy Halloween costume, but she wears it. That's like her main outfit.
She dressed like a space prostitute, but it was to put people off because they say, "Oh, this is some sexy chick. She's not gonna be able to do that," and she would use it to get close to people.
My favorite scene when she played the casino dealer. That was funny. Spike's supposed to give her that chip, but he doesn't do it.
Yeah, that was.
He just puts it back in the casino, so it's just lost in the casino now.
Yeah.
And she would cheat because she had those loaded dice.
Yeah, so she can twist it.
Then we get some dude playing Vicious. What's his name? And we'll play Valentine. Alex Hassel. He was in Suburbicon. I have no who this is.
Matter of fact, I would have liked to see Joe play Vicious. I think he could have played Vicious.
I thought Vicious should have been a Japanese guy.
I would have been. Yeah, it sounds like he's a
but it's just like this
everything.
dude. He just looks like a dirty guy. I've never seen him act, so I don't know. But I'm not seeing Vicious. Like, is he gonna have the long white hair?
Yeah, he needs to.
He looks more like a mob boss.
So goofy with long white hair. I'm looking at more pictures of this guy.
Well, he was that night guy, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he was like in some movie where he was a knight. Yeah, this dude with long white hair is going to look ridiculous.
Unless they're just going to give him a different look. Can you imagine him not having
just
short white hair?
Yeah. Or maybe like slick back gray hair. Just make him have like...
But that's not Vicious then.
He's got to have the long white hair.
I know.
It's the thing.
I mean, literally, if you look at him, you look at Sephiroth, that's supposed to look like that. Basically.
Like, him and Sephiroth could be brothers.
Yeah, they could be.
Younger brother.
That's all we got. We didn't get a cast for Ed
or Ein.
And for Ein, I was seeing online people are saying they were going to replace Ein with a husky and not a corgi.
Oh no!
I can't find anything of that being official. If that's just people being stupid.
But at this point, it wouldn't surprise me.
It'd be so weird. Like, why? We all know what kind of dog it is.
Everyone keeps posting funny things where they're like, they do like, oh, the anime, the manga, and then the Netflix adaptation. It's like the Netflix one always looks like crap. It's just some fat white guy with a husky that's Ed and Ein. Like, what the hell?
There you go. You got it, guys.
But yeah. See, this is that one right here. Like, see, that's the Netflix.
Well, I'll try to watch the first episode, but it's just
trailer is gonna be huge.
Yes.
And jeez, people are funny. I was just going through the comments and people just posting all these funny memes. But the trailer's gonna be huge. The costumes and the special effects.
Oh, it's gonna be huge.
I'm a huge firearms guy, so the gunplay's got to be on point.
And that's a big part of Cowboy Bebop.
And I just don't want it because I know a lot of Netflix adaptations, even things like in Walking Dead, where they just get all the guns wrong. They just get it wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want Faye shooting a machine gun with no recoil. I don't want it just like you can tell like they're not handling firearms correctly. That's gonna kill me because there's the details in Spike's weaponry. He uses a Jericho, an IWI Jericho. And it's important to his character that he uses those types of weapons.
Yeah, Netflix is stretched in with all the shows, but they just discontinued all of the Defender shows. So at this point, they have money now. So spend money on this. I want you to spend money on this.
And the special effects they gotta be good.
That's it, top notch.
And can these actors, the chemistry, Spike and Jet and Faye got to have chemistry. They are a dysfunctional family, a weird kind of crazy family. You got Spike and Jet are like just like the older brother trying to keep the family together, and then Spike's always running off and doing his own thing, and Faye's like the older sister. It's like a weird crazy family.
And I love that dynamic because Jet used to be like Spike, running off of things, doing his own thing, and it's funny. He's like he's that wiser man now. It's like, hey man, it's not going to work out. Good for you. If you keep
I always
this.
saw the parallel when I think about it. And this is the first time I could put it to words. Thinking about it, I always consider Spike kind of like Wolverine in that sense, loner.
Yeah,
he'll go do his own thing.
Yeah,
if he thinks he's right.
Then let's see. For Ed, the thing is, I don't mind brand new actors I've never heard of.
Yeah.
People keep saying, "Oh, the girl from Stranger Things." Ed needs to be Indian or whatever, because I don't think they ever say her race.
But she's
Indian. She definitely's got dark brown skin, so I'm assuming she's either Pakistani or Indian.
Here's
or
your
something.
chance to do that now.
Yeah.
Keep it right, because that was very part of her character. And Ed's a freaking girl. I know it's like people are so stupid.
Yeah, I know she was a girl. We all know from the movies that.
She's probably like I'd say 11, 12.
Well,
I'm assuming.
because in the movie that weirdo guy was like, "Oh, you boy." He's like, "No, I'm a girl." And then he's like, "I don't want nothing to do with you." Remember from the movie? So we all know that she's a girl. It's just how it is.
Man, I got to see them in costume.
Yeah,
because right now I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it.
Well, can you see with that kind of hair that Spike has, that weird kind of?
Is it going to be
hair?
Green?
Yeah, it'd have to be. You would think
a little tint to it, and it would be kind of nice.
I think he could do some of the more dramatic moments, like when he's talking about Julia.
But the funny?
But like, can he? I don't know.
I know he's dead funny, Bill Kumar, but that's a different kind of funny.
He was always not in a sexual way. He was always the straight guy.
Yeah.
He was, and then Kumar was always.
That's what I'm saying. See,
Spike isn't the straight guy.
Yeah,
he's kind of more of the aloof dude.
Can we see the clock tower scene with Faye and all them? Even the after scene where he's all bandaged up and then Faye's singing to him.
Yeah, and he's like, he pulls down. He's like, you suck. He's like,
yeah, you sing off key.
Yeah. He's like, kind of make fun of her, and then she was like,
there were so many iconic moments in Cowboy Bebop.
Hits them. Yeah, that's all good stuff.
That chemistry, and I don't know that I've only seen that chick in one thing, and she irritated the hell out of me.
Hopefully she can not have this in this, because we don't need that. We don't need that weird feminist agenda.
But the way Netflix is going though, you want to make a bet it's going to be in it?
Because Faye Valentine was no feminist.
No,
not even freaking close. It's funny, you would think just by the archetype of it, but no, she did. She used all of her feminine
to get what she needed, which is fun. And that's what women. If you had beauty, could do that, and she does.
That's another weapon.
Yeah, it is.
And also she would flirt with any guy almost
to get where she needed to go. Yeah. Remember that computer hacker guy?
Yeah, exactly. She would. I mean, even the guys she didn't like necessarily want on her trail, she would still flirt with them, but in like kind of like a mean way. You know, like, oh, if you're a little more, pretty or something like that, something like a
just like how Spike would use his aloofness to people. Oh, he's just an idiot.
Yeah,
he would use that to get closer to his targets. Faye would use her sexiness and her feminine body to get closer to her targets.
Yeah,
and that's what you do. I don't know what to say.
Another thing too, I know it's not important, but I got to see the two bounty hunter shows. I got to see what they're gonna look like.
The cowboy, whatever. The blonde who bra, just wearing like a little vest with her boobs hanging out.
And then the cowboy other guy.
And he just doesn't even have an
accent. I know
accent.
they're not super important, but there's so many good.
Those little parts, they reminded me so much of RoboCop. Like how RoboCop had the word commercials in the movie, because this is a crazy world.
Yeah.
See how much of all that's going to be part of it,
and you got to have that jazz in it. Jazz is so important.
I was going to say, music. You need the music 100%. I want almost renditions from the original show.
Yeah, just get the rights if you have to.
Kano did the music? Am I right?
I think you're right.
Don't even make new music. Just use the music from the show.
No, just don't even. Please don't.
Yeah, but man, this trailer It's going to be interesting. It's going to make or break seeing them in costume, seeing them interact with each other. It's going to be everything.
Yeah.
And if those special effects are hokey,
I know.
The swordfish got to look cool.
Because I think it's already has a strike on it already with all this casting. So it's already, everything else has got to be top notch.
And also keep all your political stuff out of this. We don't need to know that the moon was broken by the government and because we tried to do something stupid.
They tried to build a wall on the moon and it broke the moon. I mean,
that's what I'm worried about. Yeah,
we don't need any of that. Cowboy Bebop wasn't about that. It was about you're in this world. We don't know too much about it. You find out little pieces. And then you get to the end.
I just love the episode where they thought the guy was worth like 10,000 or whatever, but it was only 10 because it was a dot, not a comma. So they're like chasing this guy over like $10.
Yeah.
So many freaking idiots.
Only 10 Woolongs. That's it.
I like the one where Jet finds that girl. And he's like helping her, and then everyone thinks like it's like a love interest for him.
Because he knew her when she was like a little girl. It's so gross because then he's like almost in his 40s, and she's like 19. It's like, dude, that's so gross.
Yeah.
But he cared because he knew the father and the family and everything.
I like a lot of episodes with Jet. Jet was a really cool guy, especially when his wife. That was another good episode.
Another kind of thing, that pink spaceship, you got to have this.
Yeah, it's a swordfish. The swordfish got to look cool. Yeah. The red tail's got to look cool.
Yep.
And it is what it is, and
there's a lot of fans of this series, so you got to get it right, or it's gonna fall flat in your face.
Hopefully we get some behind the scenes stuff, costumes showing some fight
scenes. We need to have
as much as we can. Convince me that Cho can do it. Show him kicking guys' butts, and remember he even did the stuff with the nunchucks and everything. He's got to be able to do all of those things. Don't skip on the gunplay. That's another big part of him. It's the gunplay. Got to be.
And have some of those iconic fights that were in the anime that emulated other famous fights in Kung Fu history. The Bruce Lee one, obviously, when he fought Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
You know, they had the white and the
red, there's all. And then you had the stuff from Hard Boiled.
Yeah.
With Chow Yun Fat, with the doves and the slow mo. You got to have all that stuff.
Yeah, you think all that click thing would have worked, but he did it masterfully. The guy who did Cowboy Bebop. It was incredible.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, until we get to see more, right now I'm like 40.
It's iffy right now.
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.